Welcome to Slay Queen, the channel where we talk about the overlooked, the underappreciated, and the bad women of history. For the very first episode of Slay Queen, I will be discussing someone who history deems as one of the most successful mass murderers. Giulia Tofana, also known as the Apothecary killer, was an Italian professional poisoner in the 17th century Rome. She was born in Palermo, Italy in the year 1620. She was the daughter of another infamous poisoner, Tofana d'Amato, who was executed for allegedly murdering her own husband in 1633. It was rumored that d'Amato passed down the recipe for a poison of her own invention, aqua Tofana, to her daughter Giulia. Through her life, Giulia moved from Palermo to Sicily to Naples to Rome, expanding her black market trade. Now, before you jump to any conclusions, Giulia wasn't just some murder-happy criminal who traveled around Italy putting poison in random people's drinks. She was first and foremost an apothecary with a soft spot for women trapped in abusive, loveless, and suffocating marriages. Picture it. You're a woman living in the 17th century. You have no standing in society, and marriage is not a choice for you. Your options are very limited. Your best bet was to become a widow. With the help of her daughter, a few trusted associates, and possibly a priest, Giulia launched an underground ring of criminals from her apothecary shop. She sold aqua Tofana disguised as cosmetics or perfume. These little bottles of poison would blend into a woman's nightstand or vanity, and her husband would be none the wiser. Aqua Tofana got the job done in just 3 or 4 doses. It brought on symptoms of physical weakness, stomach aches, and vomiting, which these symptoms aligned with a lot of other diseases and maladies of the time, so doctors were unable to determine the cause of the illness. Giulia's business remained hidden and successful for many years, but all things must come to an end. One customer, a young woman who procured aqua Tofana, got cold feet. She put a few drops of the poison in her husband's food, but before he could eat it, she began to panic and begged him not to. Now suspicious, he forced his wife to give up the information about Giulia and aqua Tofana. Luckily, Giulia was beloved by the people, especially the women she helped. She was warned about the warrant before the police arrived at her door. She took sanctuary at a local church until a rumor began to spread that she had poisoned the city's water supply. She was apprehended and subjected to horrific torture. Giulia confessed to indirectly killing 600 men from 1633 to 1651 in Rome alone. This number could be inaccurate, though, because she gave it under extreme torture. Giulia was executed in 1659 along with her daughter and other associates. Many of her customers were also executed, imprisoned, or banished. This was the story of Giulia Tofana, the woman who successfully ran an underground poisoning ring for over a decade. She was seen as a hero by many. She devoted her life to the saving and helping of women who could not protect themselves. As we like to say around here, Slay Queen.